Hello and welcome. Right, there's a few bits and bobs that as I'm down here I can see that I need a little bit more, and I thought I'd start. I've set a lot going. It was it's a lot of shenanigans. I have sort of found out a few useful facts that if you send more than one worker down the same road, they don't like it. Yeah, they really want to. Yeah, they were trying to find different routes and they got stuck and all sorts of things like that. So, but I thought I'd bring you in anyway. Oh, that is right. Yeah, we just had. Yeah. Well, money is really tanking as it really does. I've got to be honest, it's sort of like almost worthless to begin with. It's just spending it like water, as that old saying goes. It really is true. And this is for cheaper like fertilizer options from the BI Industries range. So I mean, yeah, this is not like the normal 2,000 per thing of fertilizer that like everybody else has to go. Oh, got a blocked user. Yeah, I'm going to set the sprayer going in a minute, but I thought some of this I could actually do. As you can see, is a little bit laden quite fully. Where did the seeds go then? I'd imagine on that side. Yeah, I'm right. I am right. Yeah, so we've got a little bit for our fertiliser. We could grab that. I don't think we needed any land. We've got, well, it's a big field though. It is big. You can't have it, it's as big as all of the other fields. So in some ways, this little tiny 4 metre is a little inadequate for like, yeah, what we're going for. But you've got to start somewhere. And I didn't want it to be the same on the starting farm again, where everyone's seen it all the time, all over again. So I thought, it's a beautiful map, and I thought, like anybody, if everybody starts on the same map or the same farm, it's just like watching. You can watch Let's Plays if they're on a different bit on the same. Oh, okay, that's where you got stuck. Okay. Well, I can't really see what was stopping you. You nearly did it though. You nearly did it. Yeah, you nearly got all the way. I could see now the dwarf was my fault, and I went down the very end of the map, right down to the bottom, took a wrong turn, and I thought, you Wally, you got to go halfway across the map now. So yeah, I've done that. Got the dwarf up there. No, it's not the dwarf, it's the panther. I'm thinking of the quattro, which also is a cracker. Now that I was looking at that, we probably could afford the Quattro actually normally out of your 750, but it's still well over half of the cash, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so this is sort of the farmyard. Now I did look, but we couldn't afford it anyway. Let's just set him going, or them going, should I say. Oh, okay, I got forgotten. Yeah, we also need repair points. But what I'm going to say next is, because I like to do this, if we're going to move, I'd like to say it straight away. Now, this is actually a farm, isn't it? I didn't realise. No, we've got narrows, and I believe. Oh, we have. Have we? Have we? They don't look narrow to me. It's true, right. Okay, well, this is going to be a bit of a pain, because we're going to be losing cash left, right, and centre, aren't we? Well, it is what it is. This is the farmyard for now. Yeah, let's carry on really with what we were saying. But before we do that, let's at least send him, because he should make it now, onto the edge of this field. What I was looking at was field 59. Oh, no, it doesn't actually. Nobody gets this bit of land. I was hoping, when I saw it, I thought, oh, 159 gets that land. But they don't. Oh, we do. So sort of, what I'm wondering is if we do treat that as the farmyard, and I know we've got the placeable on there, but 54 we treat as a proper grass field, or whatever like a field we want to do, and we start to build our farm and our stuff on the edge of this field, which does have all of that there. So that's going to be the farmyard with buildings and things like that, and this is just going to be a field as you'd imagine it would be, right? So we're going to go back. Yeah, in that case then, right, we need to put our first building down, which is a very reasonably priced. I'm going to put it near the edge of the road, so it's in the centre. If you imagine, this is going to be the centre of our universe, really. So this is the central spot, and is going to be one of those first. I think we have still got tools. We have indeed. This is the one that is really quite special. You know, it's sort of, I'd aim for the ramps, but I'm not sure whether that's... Yeah, let's turn zone markers on for a second. And let's just grab you before you switch off. And then we're going to send you back because we need far more. Should be good on maps. Yeah, but I'm about to build on it, so I'm not going to like let that happen at the minute. Yeah, just thought... yeah, I'm not feeling very well, but I've literally coming down with something, but I need to concentrate on something, so here I am on a Let's Play. Trying to... Yeah, I was often found this. Right, so we want to send you back to the shop. And you can go pick up another couple of things. And we will carry on with settings. I want zone markers on for a minute. General, are we back? Oh, we're on euros again. So we're going to be on dollars. We want intro zone markers on. And we want to be jumping ship because we don't really want to be going over there just yet. No, we would like to be... No, it's going to be too big. Yeah, it is. It's too big a jump. Let's be... At least from over this side, it's not going to be in the way, because that's my usual thing on FS22, was I always ended up being in the way. So then... So, where is... Now, the yellow line is behind, but actually it's got a really good... So, I'm not sure... right, okay. Let's stick it as close... Yeah, you've got to be careful when you've got... It's 3D in a way, but in another way it's not. So, if we stick that... I suppose it's probably better if we did it like that. Again, I think it's the line. It's all about angles. I have discovered some things over my time, and obviously that's going to be too close to the telegraph pole, and so we go a little bit out of the way, like that. So I presume the ramps, because that's what I did in New Frontier with this when I first placed it. It's a beautiful little thing, really. But I'm not sure you're not supposed to be this side of that line. And I think probably it's not a bad idea to stick this down in the same place so that you would wash your things at the same time as you... let's just pull it out a little. Oh, let's put it in B mode. Because it's as flat as a pancake, because that's just flattened it, so why not? You can then see it. Let's also do a little tiny bit of painting. I'm not sure... do a lot. There, that's not too bad. It's not exactly the same stuff, but it's not too terrible. So then, we've got that and that. Well, we're obviously going to go into oil because we've got a massive field of sunflowers. So that's going to be a thing. We also are going into cows, and if this field is a dedicated field, we might be able to stick it here. What's that? Old vehicle workshop. Right, let's go grab another couple of things. We need to bale, and yeah, true, if we use the baler, this is the one we said we were hoping would do both. So, but also we might need to windrow, so we need a bit of, well, we need to set it going. No, I'm trying to think, do we just... Now, the trouble is with baling, this is true, is we could really do with loose. Because grass bales are pretty not so good, really, aren't they? It's only trouble. Okay. We have got the windrow, so we could do some hay, and then we can do hay bales. Now that wouldn't be a total waste, because they can actually eat those anyway, so for a bit. It's not quite... The trouble is that, yeah, it is a bit... In some ways, I feel like I should have gone with the fluffy mods, because then you can, like, just pick up and... This is not really going to do what we need it to do. So I often used to find this before in FS 22. If you go in a specific route, grass bales like this. Now, if we'd got the Omatana and you were going to turn the grass into and it converted the bales back to loose, now that's a different matter. But we're not at that stage at present. So yeah, let's just set him going. Yeah, so it's sort of like I've left myself in a bit of a quandary. Although that was very good, I could bought the fluffy mods for that, and I've got to get out of this habit of like thinking, right, so we need to jump in you, and we need to go and grab narrows before we do anything else, because you probably are going to be the auxiliary tractor, the one that does all of the important things, which it is important as well. So let's just see, is it here? In which case I built this in the wrong place. I think it's got a good thing anyway. Yeah, I think it would see... I'll have repair already. I've only just gone from the shop. Gordon Bennett. Oh, it's still doing that horrible thing. Yeah, very, very slow. Just narrows. So, but also, if you go in front, which is actually where you'd imagine you'd go, you know, like you're going up the ramps, it still does it there as well. Yeah, so I don't really know that there is a right and wrong bit to it, but yeah, it is what it is. Just showing, yeah, because I know people, you know, we all get our ideas. Yeah, they're still doing that weird graphic things where it goes between the meshes, and that's a giant's problem. Yet another one. Let's grab you if we can. You're moving too quickly for me. Oh, you're gonna beat me now, aren't you, Worker J? Well, we really need this setting mowing, but what we could do is mow and Ted, as I've just said, really, and so we want to move the baler out of the way. I'm not sure that this is going to... I've never done a field like this with the worker, whether it's got proper bits or whether not. And this is, I suppose, not a bad test for the worker to see what are the limits of the worker system. Is this going to be it? In which case I need to like plough this up. And yeah, is this meadow grass type stuff? Or is it proper grass? That's what I mean. Is it just like a... And the worker's going to go, ooh, you know, like, and put its hands up in the air and go, I don't know what you want me to do. Also, do we just, like, mow? Or do we do that trick? I know I'm doing it. I am doing it, honest. Do we just do the trick of, like... I mean, it's a bit overkill, isn't it, really, having that dragging around after us? But then in another way, it's what we've got, so... Will it understand, is what I'm saying. It's going to be a bit bad for doing around the edges. It might... Well, that's just... It's all a learning curve, isn't it, really? See, do you understand? No field found. Right, okay. Yeah, definitely no field found. So, it would be little old me if that was what was going to happen. And I don't fancy doing that with a 3 metre. Mr. CDP is definitely better than me for things like that. Yeah, I'd want to do this with a proper mower. So, that's a bit of a blow. But we have got... We could... Yeah, I suppose it's true. We could... what we could do is, in that case, we do have... Oh, I keep forgetting. Yeah, no, I need to fold. And then drop. Yeah, we could rip this field up, and it's a shame in a way because it is still grass, but yeah, I can only do what I can do now. I do believe we did bring that beautiful plough, and we did test it with this, I think. So we first of all need to set our... I think that's the wrong way. I'm sure the tines are not supposed to go that way. So we're going to rip a field in the best possible shape that we can do, but now that we've decided this is going to be a field, not a... we can still put a few bits and bobs. I'm leaving the trees alone. Dark grey fields. And unfold. Should I'm sure I pressed about create fields. I did. It's just, yeah, it's one of those things. Right, so then, we have narrows. Let's set this. So we are going to build our own farmyard, but we are, as always, very, very poor already, even though we've had a year to gather equipment together. It just, I've got to be honest, one thing I've got to say is it does emphasise exactly just the kind of constraints on farmers. We've been doing second-hand equipment. Second-hand. So, I mean, it's a big field. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, I suppose. It looks a lot, doesn't it, when you think, oh, he had 1 million, or over 1 million, it's about 1.5 million. I've got to be honest. Now, this was something I found on combined counties. I took something like 3.5 million and I thought, I'll have got this, literally got this. I'm going to have so much cash. And I've got to be honest, we bought loads of fields and they were bigger than I thought they were, but we ran out of money. We did, and that was on FS22, where actually, I've got to be honest, the equipment I did find was a little bit cheaper. FS25 is exponentially, right, okay, so that was, yeah, I was just about, my bad, I didn't mean to do that. I was about to say, I'm not sure that we were, like this far, so we need to be aiming sort of like at an angle, I would say, like that. So as we're in our fields, although I suppose it does, the trouble is, what I find, is although you do that, you go over the edge, but you can't seed, and then it looks awful. But luckily I've got that mod that you can, if we did go over the edge of our fields, now I'm turning slightly, but not a lot. Yeah, now then, where do we, well, it'll tell me. As soon as we hit that invisible wall, I think most of this down bit is ours. It's just where the tree line is. No, it's not quite. Okay. I'm a bit wrong there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look on the field and see. Oh, it is sort of. I'm just too high. Yeah, I wasn't far off. I just probably need to angle it a bit more like that then. Yeah, I must have just clipped the edge of the boundary. So let's try and gauge. It is all of this though, so we do own a goodly massive amount, probably. So why don't it tell me that's the whole point? Oh, is this the edge of the map? Well, there you go. Very well disguised, Jones. Very well disguised. It is. That's what I call an edge of a map. Right, I'm going to turn that's just because this is going to take a while, even with this beautiful 9 meter. It is managing it well, but not to full speed. So it goes to show that obviously the horsepower requirements are not far off. Let's just slowly, we want to about there, I should say. About there. We don't want to be clunking into trees, but we don't want to be wasting either. We want to do this as big as we can. I'm going to say my words out. Yeah, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. And yes, we haven't got a stone picker, so we won't be picking the stones up, which is a bit of a shame, but it is. I've got to be honest, sometimes you've got to rough it. I can't always afford to buy. Yeah, Frithgar, I did an interesting Let's Play, and he just, every time I needed a bit of kit, he went out and bought it and had a loan, and he was soon in hundreds of thousands of dollars. Was it dollars? What? I don't know, but it was hundreds of thousands of debt. And I'm like, sometimes you just got to like not, But I mean, not having to go at Frithgar either. That's his way of playing, and he doesn't always play like that either. I mean, it's a long time since I've seen him, but when I watched his channel a lot, I think I'm quite happy with the angle on that. Although I think I've gone a bit weird there. I don't know if we ran. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird edge that I haven't quite. Let's just try and, because it does look a bit weird. Let's see if we can actually meet that, so it looks like it was meant to be like that. And then I can cope with that. Right. Okay. Let's get cracking. This is little old me. And we will get seeding. So I'm going to say my words. I am going to go into the time lapse this time. Honest. I'm going to see you guys and gals. Ooh, that, yeah. Sorry, there's a million things. So this is a farm. So you buy it with 66. It's a big farm. Got to be honest though, they're a bit wasteful. The farms are with their. I mean, if we bought 66, we'd have to have the farm. But what I'm saying is, it's the actual space on that is. Let's have a look. Let me show you what I'm on about. I did find this with all of them as. Ooh. No, you won't do it. Let's finish this one thing at a time, and then we're going to go over there whilst we seed a seed. So I'm going to say my words. We'll go into the time lapse, and then we're going to go over to the farm and just have a quick look. But it's good. But what I mean is, that's what I've always found with farmyards, and especially American ones. Actually, not on all maps. Some are really good. They're my kind of farms, and then others are so wasteful. Yeah, it's like the other farm at the bottom of the map. It's got like a massive road. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes it is what it is. That is the way that the farm is in real life, and it's got wasted bits that 2 roads in, so therefore you're wasting loads of space. Yeah, it's my drive for efficiency, which I know anyone who look at my Let's Plays, well, hang on, you drop equipment everywhere, you're messy. Yeah, I am, but it's not that kind of efficiency. I don't care about that. I care about trying to farm well and being the most efficient that I can. And again, the efficiency's got lots of different sort of meanings to every person. It's more about, yeah, I mean, it's like this. A lot of people cannot leave the stones on the field. I don't like to, but I can, and sometimes you've got to. I mean, I've even on No Man's Land, when we didn't have a windrow, I've even just baled just without windrowed lines, because it's all I've got, and that's realistic. That's sometimes the way that a farmer's got to do things. You've got to improvise a bit, and I've seen in Britain especially 3-metre pieces of equipment on a massive field, and I'm like, oh my life, that is my worst nightmare in Farming Simulator. And you've got to live that all of the time. Your equipment is 3-metre, and you're happy that that's just going to take you forever, but you're happy to do that because it's what you've got. And the alternative is that's all you've got. That's the equipment your farmer's got, and you can't really afford another one. So, do you know, I've got it, I'm going to use it. And that's what I'm saying. There's farmers come in all different sort of shapes and sizes and economies, and like sometimes they will go to lengths that you just wouldn't believe, because it's what they've got to do with what they've got to do, and they can't afford another piece of equipment. So I'm sort of trying to play realistically to that, because I'm always a start from scratch, which means I'm the underdog always. I'm not starting with I mean, I have done new farmer starts, and there are some maps where you've been given beautiful equipment that's like, yeah, I mean, Riverside in Missy B, I've got to be honest, she kitted you out like you were stupendous. Like everything was like ready for you. You didn't need to buy very much at all. Which again, now that to me, but this is to me, some people will love that. Me personally, I thought, oh, what hang on, what can I, you know, what have I got to buy? I've just got to manage this farm, and all I've got to do then is just keep buying, you know, like more fields and expand like that. But yeah, but what, I'm not throwing it back in Mr. B's face. What I'm saying is we've all got our idea of what is ideal, and yeah, one person's ideal is not another's, and I suppose that's what I'm saying. I've always been the start from scratcher, always, and it teaches you a lot of skills, but a lot of skills, it also teaches you some bad ones as well. Yeah, I've got to be honest, you tend to be, if you play the start a lot, you've got to make ends meet. You've got to have you've got a skill with money that's really good, because you've got to make do, and like sometimes go the extra mile, as I'm saying, because that's all you've got, and you've not got any cash. You've run out of cash, frequently down to $6,000, and you've got to lease one piece of equipment to actually make it work, and all that type of stuff, if you allow leasing on a Let's Play, which I very rarely block that. because it's true to life. And again, I'm trying to play realistically, so therefore there are very few Let's Plays, unless Marty'd set that thing, well, you can't do any lease and you've got to own, then I wouldn't play it, because I don't, but yeah, there's trees in the way. I'm going to say, I think this is not a bad shaped field. I don't think. Yeah, I think I'm still going to miss. I'm a terror for like parallel lines. Never good at this. I never have been. I've got a bit better, but not ever really good. I always tend to leave little fronds on the outside. Says as he actually for once does it right. It's usually the way, isn't it? You usually say, I can't do something, and then you do it. Or you usually say, oh, it always does this, and this time it doesn't. Just to make you look an absolute wally on camera. It is true. So it didn't take too long, really, to actually do that when you chat it. But, yeah. Yeah, it's weird when you say you don't feel very well. I'm coming down with something, and I was fine. I was driving to work, and I thought, you're not very well. If you go to work today, and you're coming down, I felt like I was on fire. There's a certain amount of concentration and things that you reach this threshold. But again, that's what I'm saying. This is comfortable to me, because it's sort of like almost my second home. So the skills, you don't think about them anymore. You just do them, and they're not painful, they're not hard to think about, or you're not putting it very well because my words are a bit bad, but yeah, I couldn't do normal things, but I can do this, and it's, yes, my wife probably won't understand if she walks in on me and sees I'm doing this, but, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Yeah, no, I am going to have a rest in a bit. I just thought I'd get in one of these, started going. And I didn't feel, that's what I'm trying to say. Now recently I've been quite disciplined, because my normal habit is at the weekends I'll go and start a new Let's Play. And even though you say, well, there's only 3 or 4 maps, yeah there are, but that doesn't stop me making another one on Riverbend Springs like this one. But I have been quite disciplined, and I haven't done that, but I just really felt like the need for like doing something completely different. And that's, yeah, whereas I've not been doing that, I've been going, no, just carry on the Let's Plays you've got. Don't do, because I'm already juggling enough, but this is, I don't know when I'm going to release this. I'm just, yeah, this is just like a labour of love, really. And it's, yeah, I was thinking of calling it Somewhere in America rather than the map name. Because it's, I don't know, I just thought, is that too much of a departure from the norm? Do people, I mean, people are used to seeing Riverbend Springs, and they'll roll their eyes up and think, but, and you think, yeah, well, it could be anywhere in America, really. But there's some lovely big fields on the map. And I suppose that's what I'm trying to say. We did come into this with a lot, and we've come in with our specialisation, which obviously we're going to do. We do want to do our animals, so I'm trying to think, do we go grass? Or do we just do another field at the minute? We need some grass though. We do really. So I think we've got to go grass fields. It is true about the equipment though, I'm not sure whether we need to, the bale is still not going to be wasted, because we could bale straw. I can't wait till Courseway. I must have a look and see if how's Courseway doing, because it didn't take them very long in FS25 to actually crack on and make it work, so I shall have a look. It'll be a beta for a bit, usually. Well, it was last time. No, you won't do it. No, you can't do that. That's just, yeah. We'll set the seeder going in a minute after we've done this, and then it's a bit of a nasty patch, a bit of an undulation. It is a beautiful map. It is a pleasure to be on this, but I'm glad we're in a different place as well. So I'll say, because the thing is with most of them, most people prefer New Farmer start, and most people start at this base farm. You've not got that ability to pick a farm, have you? unless you did like, because you'd have to say new farmer start farm yes, so you'd have to say start farm no, but then it's a huge disadvantage. That's what I'm saying. If you want free money, the best way is to come in and say, I want the farm, and then to sell it off as much as you possibly can. Yeah, I mean, obviously you can't actually sell the farm because it's got the NPC on it, so it won't let you. So then let's get this, or not necessarily this, we could grab the, I don't want this to be the fence show, even though I love my fence. We could grab, as he should say that this is alright now, he's quite happy to do some grass. Another good thing about grass is that its seeds go a long, long way when you grass it. This is going to take a while though, so does it matter if, yeah, we've got to really crack on and finish, I think. Wrong season for, oh, it is as well, yeah, sorry, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do, yeah, see, it's not the wrong sort, yeah, that's okay, I know you're going to happy. I'm still leaving it on at the minute with the autosave. I won't be doing it forever, but yeah, I am. How much did you use? Oh, hang on a minute, you used none, and yet, well, it's burnt them. We saw that it got them. You can see the burnt weeds. Why has it cost me no herbicide? Well, I'm not complaining, I suppose, but it's a bit odd. There's a lot of weird glitches that, I mean, really weird. Much, much weirder than any other iteration of FS. Right, okay, let's pop to field 66 and let's go and have a look at Noah's farm. Now that's a very familiar building. FS22, yeah, that's Omatana did. Yeah, this is what I was saying with mods as well. Now this is an you all may well recognise the fact that Omatana used this building base game, and she modified it and modified the function of it, which can do. And this is what I got told off for. We don't want base game edits, and I'm like, well, hang on a minute. FS22, a lot of people did base game edits, and you're telling me you're not wanting one from me? And I'm like, yeah, right, okay. Victimization. So yeah, it's yeah, let's have a look. I mean, I suppose the spacing is, I mean, also there's rocks, so you've got to go with what is, yeah, that's it. I suppose it's, you can see why, and that's what I'm saying. I think I'd sooner do it myself, because I could do a really compact farmyard without, did it let you open the doors if they're not yours? No, it won't. No, it absolutely won't. It's a boatyardy type thing. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say about practicality. What we were talking about was, yeah, that's my kind of drive for efficiency, is like wasted space and things like that. It sort of drives me crazy. Owning the start farm, there was loads of little buildings around the edge that I'm like, oh, this house is absolutely monstrous. It's got a granny annex, and the tree takes up all of the free space in this area. There's a bit of Ravenport going on here. These little trails going up into the mountains. A little dilapidated shed that may or may not let you destroy it. So yeah, that might be allowed. But yeah, and this does happen. You do have these type of things. But if it was mine, I'd rip it out and we'd have to like rebuild. So right. So what I'm saying is, I don't want this farm. It is the bottom. I'm glad that we've got our little bit of land. We're going to make the most out of that little bit of land. So we should see, do we need, I think it was fully fertilised. Well, we can just go on the field as the easiest way. Needs lime, needs ploughing. Right. What we're going to do, because that's not fair, we're going to switch that off until we've done this. Yeah, because it's not fair that I get like collared. It shouldn't say needs ploughing, but it might say it for a few seconds. It doesn't always No, done. It's instant. That's good. So just needs lime. We can't do anything. You can't lime when you've got crops, so it's tough. We've got to do that afterwards. So that means we'll switch that off. I've got to remember that I need to do that, like, next time I switch it back on. So this is, I presume then, that's completely fertilised. Otherwise it would have said it's 50%. That's true. Hang on. Oh, no, it's, yeah, it does say owned by you. I was going to say. Yeah, everything's right. Smashing. So let's go and do... I'm quite sure we can afford my favourite shed so far. Yes, I'm hoping Gwendol does his sheds. That was a big favourite shed of mine in FS22. That's quite close to the end, or middle to end. So we're going to design. One of the first things we need to place is the cow place. It's the most important. So let's stick that down first, because I don't want to run out of money and not have that. I think we'll do it on the edge of the land where it's, yeah, like, so there's, yeah, as close to the edge as possible before we don't own the land, as it says. That's because we're not really on. A little bit more. It's weird how sometimes twizzling it makes a bit of a difference as well. Wow, that's a bit of a blow, that. And you know, it did actually show that on the map, thinking about it. Is that wise to, or do we sort of stick it close to the edge and work inwards? That's what I'm thinking. And I suppose we could do it that way. It's not too terrible. We don't want it too close to the top. We do want some spacing. That's about as good as that gets. I don't think that's bad. Minutely, that's about it's not perfectly parallel with the road. That's not far off. Fantastic. And now we can at least buy animals. We do need to grab some grass, but we are growing the grass. But we could chop this while we're just, like, you know, like sitting here. Now, can we? Really, I'm trying to think. A forage wagon probably is the way to go. I mean, to begin with, not going to need that much, like, straight away. So let's go and lease one and, like, chop. It's sort of like going to go against what I just sort of said now. Let's just, will that cause plough marks in the, yeah, because I always find when you do allow great fields, used to an FS22, you dropped it on the ground and it damaged the ground. So that they seem to have put that into things. You've got to actually drag it to make that happen. So let's go and grab. Let's grab you. After saying I don't want to do this, I'm now going to, like, do this. Alright, so we can TED as well. So what do we want? We want... There were still some bits and bobs anyway. Like, we're going to go to the shop while that's busy doing the grass. And it is fertilising too. That's a point. Does that need liming? It did, but we've done something to it, so I always find it's when you do something that you actually find out whether you do. Yeah, it needs lime. Okay. In that case, let's send the John Deere down with us. It can... we haven't got a trailer yet, have we? No, and you can't have everything all at once either. It's just not... Oh, that is a point, yeah. We have already got a bit of a shed. Oh. Okay. So we can stick some equipment in here before we even stick anything else down, which is quite nice. It's a bit of a bump there. Oh, wow, only just. I think this is all we're going to fit in here. It's not terribly big, although I am very grateful for it. Still got the overhang though, so that's not bad. It's at least it's one thing. Let's set you going back to the shop. That's, you can have your front end taken off because he is motoring. I mean motoring. Set destination to the shop, and we are going to grab. Oh, it's coming on nicely. Right, let's go grab some bits and bobs. So we're not doing badly. We've got an extra tractor already. I found 3. You could manage an entire Let's Play on 3 tractors. You could. It's nicer with more. I mean, I've had I don't know what the most I've ever had was. I would say 10 or 11. Sometimes you go into like the specialist, a bit like the John Deere in front. It's like this is a fast tractor, isn't it? I'm well catching up. I think he's 25 miles an hour. Yeah, it only seems to be if it's 2 AI. If you're humanly controlled, it doesn't seem to care about the fact you share that. Ooh, we're going to be just. Ooh, please tell me ours tractor obeys the laws of the. Whoops. Right, so we need to. Do we buy a forage wagon? Is this going to be repeatable? Because I always find that we could get something in the sales. That's why sometimes I do it like this, because now that actually can be made into a flatbed. We're going to buy the shop I'm actually going to buy a front loader. I normally buy I might buy a tractor's front loader as well. Where's that? No, he is coming, I can see. Got people walking through the header. Let's set this as a... already? Customised to nothing. Bale trailer. Wow, please catch up, game. That is slow. Right, so this is for the shop. What I'm going to do next. Oh, missed you by a second. Right, so we do need. Yeah, I think we need my storage box as well to make this work. It's because it's yeah, there aren't any front boxes, but I've modified mine to accept lime. So we're going to buy mine modified and very much cheaper. I still think it's too expensive though. Even what I've done, I still think we used to have lots of boxes in FS. I still think that's too expensive, but that's well expensive. So yeah, I would like to make a proper box. I did start to sort of like they're both the same one, really. Front weight. I think we'll say no. It's heavy enough as it is. It's 1.1 tons, so I think that's enough of a weight already. Yes. Right. Yeah. You can see when you look at the grass, it goes between. That's a really nasty mesh. But look, right next to it, you've got a high mesh. So that's the game engine's like wobbling between the 2 different types. Now we do need to buy some lime too, because that's going to pick up the fertilizer at present. So we're going to need a shed load more than that though. So yeah, first thing we're going to do is let's see what we're going to need to buy let's buy a tractor that's got a front loader attachment as well. Yeah, because the only reason I'm doing this is because you can have the weights. You can't for the front loaders, not really. So small but medium tractors, it's got to have front loader ability. Yes. Yeah, you are not bad. Quick because you also can have the quick, which I'm fine. So that's 69,500. Yes. We're going to add the money straight away so I don't make mistakes. 69,500. I'd say this is only for use at the shop. Only literally is to stay down at the shop at all times. Unless, of course, I have a spillage just opposite over there or something silly like that. Yeah, because I have had done that before now. So we're going to buy the big weight. Yeah, you can see if you look at the pull, it's going from high res to low res, and so is the business hour sign. Yeah, Giants, you've still got a lot of work to do. It's not working right. Right, so then we do want a front loader actually, but let's just see. We'll go for a long one as well, for better reach. So 9,005. We will stay black, but I'm not worried. And we want a. So this is actually going to make this up to 10,000 exactly. We want 2 because that means it can be like everything. That's 10,000. Now we want a weight. No, is that section was just quite low down. I think it's about 4.5 grand. It's a bit expensive. There it is. Right down at the bottom. That was the one that I thought was quite a bit better. 2 ton for 3,000. .5. There is one that was 2.5. We bought it. What's one of the classes? No, it wasn't. Was it one of the fence? 3.3 for 3.4. 2.3 for 3.9. Why? Why is it like? What have you got? I think yours only small. Oh no, you're not. 1,500 for 2,650. That's not bad. Go on then. No, we need bigger. So remember, it's the shop's money. Yeah, that'll do nicely. So 13,450. 13,450. And then let's put that together. No, we have got everything, I think. Quick and then this can be the loader down at the shop, which I believe a shop would have a proper forklift main, probably, I would say. Really. This can sort of do a bit of everything because it can use its strap support, which I'm quite pleased about. This early on in the game, I really didn't expect that to have been sorted so quick. I like these weights, they do look quite nice. I should have coloured it really. Okay, well, we can still colour it, it's not the end of the world. Right, so then we need to grab some lime. That's not much wet fertiliser in there, I don't think. Right, so big bags. And that's not mine. Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah, mine's in a specific category. Consumables. So we want lime. My lime, slightly cheaper. If you do, no, it does. Yeah, look, total price 1,032, base price 344. It does it wrong. I've not corrected that yet. 1 is 0. No, but it's not. It's like, yeah. I would imagine we need more than that, but that'll do. We don't need much else. So, right, let's just fill what we've got already. Hope that this is detecting. So front additional tank. Just want to make sure that we're grabbing lime and lime only. You only can do one at a time. Okay. fantastic. So that's all done. Let's send him on his merry way with his wheels. I think when you send it with a worker though, he acts daft and he doesn't put yeah, he lifts it up, so he's going to be dangling and wobbling all over the place, which is a bit silly when it's got wheels, but hey ho, giants are the programmers. Well, it is true, it is actually, I've got to be honest, you would have thought this was right, wouldn't you, truthfully? Like, can we go, will it allow me to go on the grass? Sometimes, we've nearly done the fields, which is, imagine when you think how long I've been. Right, let's grab this. Do we need the herbicide on that? No, that can stay down, but I will herd it. Diesel. That's right, that's the diesel tank. We did actually think about it for once, which I'm quite pleased about. Let's grab these. The line. Let's grab it. No, we'll do one at a time. I think it's I'm going to say my words. We're going to do a bit of a time lapse because it just gives me that bit more time to concentrate solely on the task at hand, because I am a terror. Yeah, it's a very tiny trailer as well, but hey ho, it is what it is. Yeah, so I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I've been thinking, I thought, not being funny, but we're facing winter. We're going to done the grass field. It probably is. There's no, yeah, it's going to delay. Sometimes patience is required because you can go, we've only got 133,000. I'd like to do the animals right away, and that's what's making me sort of push for like, well, let's do it right now. But the trouble is, we're not ready. The grass, yeah, we could get a cheap back mower over the winter. What I mean is these things are not like impossible to happen. So we've got all the way from this August to next March. Okay. Well, we'll do what we can. If we sort of like go, and what we can't do, what we're going to do, because it is doing bits of it, I think. And what we can't do, we're going to like grass, but we're going to give ourselves the cash back because it's not, yeah, it's not our fault. I do like, I mean, yeah, it's a bit like No Man's Land was a little bit like that, where you'd got that sort of thing where you did, and what you did, it let you do the plough. And I know why, it's that phenomenon. It's what allows you to do contracts. If you do half of your mower in the field and the other half goes out of the field, it'll let you get away with it. If you do over half, it won't. It's one of those things that a lot of people have worked out. Plough's the same. If we are slightly halfway, it's going to plough to the left because we sort of are in it, but it won't let you sow because it won't let you sow on someone else's ground. So therefore it causes that phenomenon where it's really annoying. I think there's a little bit we didn't quite get there. So let's go back. Let's like, yeah, I don't think it's going to cost a lot. And if it's only like $100, I'm not worried. I'm really not. I think that's a bit that we've missed there, that corner. So we might find there's little bits that, oh, it's not liking turning back. I have got it lifted honest. You can see by there, it's the fall of the land. It's really not doing nicely. Yeah, it's a bit there, I can see, and that's the only thing about liming, it obscures. Oh, no, I didn't want you, I just want to put it down. Now, the amount of times I do that is crazy bad. Right, so one more little bit there, I think, and I'm going to go uphill. It's ever so funny, it feels about going full circle, because I used to like the agromass in FS19, and then I can't remember if it was, but then I sort of outgrew it, by which I don't mean I outgrew it, but what I mean is that it's small. This is a 4 metre, I just don't like 3 metre equipment, and this is 4 metre. We might be seeing a bit more of this. Yeah, it's nice. Alright, so then. So we can see that's, yeah, let's, ooh, we're hitting the edge of the map. That's what it is. I think, sure, that bit there. Yeah, no, it is. I can see the ridges. Yeah, we've not quite got this. We'll see in the morning, though. To be honest, it doesn't really matter. It's not the end of the world if this doesn't work right and we've got bits that we miss. So let's just go around. I'd say that, I hate bits of field. I hate grass fields that have got like brown patches, but invariably it happens. The other thing is, the new ground deformation, you can't see the difference between your ground deformation and the bits like your ridges sometimes. I think that was completely finished. We finished that bit. So I think it's just a bit over here. So we're 133319. So if we do a little bit of grass painting. Grass fresh mid, grass fresh clovers. I would say that's what's what we're doing here, I would say. So ooh, it's quite a big patch, isn't it, actually? What we're going to do is we're going to like steal a bit of our field as well, because otherwise it makes no sense. I presume this will grow. Feels a bit weird. 133319. I think we can afford $250. I do. Right, so that's done. We can fold that away now. It's a beautiful bit of kit. It is folds. There's not doesn't seem to be much point in folding. I think with it being this, but I suppose it is if you were going to travel down the road. So yeah, that's. Let's have a look. Yeah, that. Oh, we missed a patch exactly where we said we'll wait till tomorrow. We'll just see. And yeah, the other thing is we've not finished this year. I say that, but obviously we are going to have that, which we're going to do next session because I think this is a long enough session. So that should be ready in October. Right, so then we're going to literally, let's have a look also. Sometimes I didn't realise it was on ×5 and I just looked and I thought it's 6 o'clock. I thought it's going a bit dusky. Why is it going a bit dusky? It's going a bit dusky because you've got ×5 on. Right, so let's go through till tomorrow. Yeah, it's unfortunately my 4,000, the ground is very uneven. I can't, yeah, it's weird. It's quite a large shed. It realises that that land is not quite as big as I thought it was. But to be honest, I'm happy. We will get a shed on there. It doesn't help that how generous it is with the edges of the land, or ungenerous. Now I've got the mod on that's supposed to allow you to place on a land you don't own, which technically in this instance it would be nice, but it doesn't. It's not working. So although the mod's there, it's not actually doing what it should do at the minute. Right, anyway, let's go through till tomorrow and 9 o'clock. But it is true, we don't really, patience may win for us because we're going to have to pay full price and we really haven't got, we're literally on dregs. And as we can see from that, it's a good little thing. Let's have a look at our, oh, I love the wet roads though, that is something else. Yeah, there's a lot I like about it, it is quite amazing. So yeah, mostly, let's just go and grab that agromass quickly. Is it going to moan about me not being able to plant in the rain, even though actually for grass it would be perfect? Well, it's only one little patch. Is that grown, or is it just like still bare grass? It's just like bare grass still. You still, so it's, when it says grass, it means it matches the under bit of, we're going to have to like, yeah, let's put some grass down, but this we will, because this is expensive and I'm not paying for like proper grass because it's so expensive. Plants. Ooh, okay. Oh, giants have heard me. Oh wow. I'm quite impressed actually, yeah, because I used to really hate the cost of grass in FS25 as well. You needed to take a bank loan out to actually do a bit of grassing. I remember the first time that I realised how expensive it was on the old stream farm, and I'd got 8,000, and I thought, oh, it's only a bit of grass, it's not going to like, so 135,483, how much did that cost us? I would say a couple of grand. Didn't look close. I'll do it in editing and I'll hopefully remember next session. So there's a little tiny bit here. Let's just speed time. Let's get out of this rainstorm. And we'll do these two little patches that I can see. Just let it dry a bit till 10ish. It doesn't take long, but it does take time. Ooh, there's a couple of bits. Let's get all of this. Ooh, no, I don't want to be doing that. Just want to be doing that. And this bit here as well. Oh, it's not wanting to turn. It's the undulations. The actual ground is a little bit. It's not. I don't think it would make a good anything else other than a meadow. So it was very aptly done as grass already. Oh wow, it's turning me. Okay, it doesn't really matter. It's only first growth stage. We're not putting it this year. That's why I thought we've got the chance to get this all right now. So let's do it. And then we'll give it. Yeah, it should be able to be caught again. We could get a side mower. I don't expect it to be a windrow mower or anything like that. Just. Oh, I missed a little tiny bit. A little tiny bit. That's it. That's it. Fantastic. I mean, we have got a lot of headland, but yeah, that's true. Omatana may bring out some of her beautiful little sheds. Actually, hasn't she already done that? Hasn't she? That is a point, actually. I'm sure she's brought our sheds out. Yeah. Wow, that, I mean, that's for a grand. We see, it's just size, isn't it? We can afford some of these. And I don't mind them scattered around. I've always said this. I prefer it. Now, do we want them? It's a grass field, so if we're always going to keep this grass, it doesn't really matter. But we might not always. So then you'd want to face, because the lip's important, isn't it? So do we face? No, because you wouldn't want to be. You'd want to come on the grass field. We're going to have to keep this as grass. Right, smashing. That's one. So it looks like. Are there any others as well? That's a little... Oh, I like that one. That's going to come in handy in places where, yeah, you've not got much room at all. Or it's also going to be one of those that you can actually put against something else. So it's got a double use, hasn't it? I like that. It's another Omatana one. I recognise it. Yeah, I'm thinking of over here now where we're originally going to class it as ours, and it's not going to cost too much to put down. I think, yeah, it's a lot smaller than I thought. Let's just see the back. That's the real kicker, isn't it? Can we also go like beyond the tree a little, so as we're not wasting all of our very valuable land? Let's just go back until it says we don't own the land. About there, fantastic. Now then, do we need to, oh actually let's check the smoothing. Let's go over there as well. Yes, and then I'm going, yeah, because it's been a long session. It's not me that I worry about, it's always yourselves, because I know that everyone's not always got like 2 hours to watch a session. So let's have a look. Did the smoothing, oh, this is the Omatana. This is the ones where you can stick the back up, or you can choose not to. Fantastic. She's been busy already. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, we need to smooth that a little. Oh, my life, quite a bit. I do like the smoothing tool. That's more like I remember on FS19, because it sort of grabs from both. Soften, sorry, I always say it wrong. It grabs from both sides and equalizes, which is what it always used to be like in FS, but it's quite powerful as well. It does a really good job of but it's none of this is right yet. You can't level right or anything like that. It won't let you. I think that's also do a tiny bit of painting just to get rid of that. I'll put proper time marks in as well in time, but let's just get rid of the bushes. I can find the spot where they are. And then we can have a look. That's not too terrible. It won't let me do too much more, but it's softened it so you can get in with a vehicle. Got our animal enclosure. It's already taking shape, thanks to Omatana. Already. Yeah, brilliant. I'm not surprised that she's done that. She's amazing. So 2 Omatana sheds already, in the style that I like them. We will go through to October morning so that that our crop is ready. That's what I think we'll do. Did we check the sales? We didn't. We've got a massive tedder, which we didn't pay much more than that for. Skid steers, I'm not a massive fan. The only one I ever liked was the black sheep modding one. So yeah, we'll say no. Let's go through till 9 o'clock tomorrow. And then that is where we're going to leave it. Next session we'll get on with our oil. Well, we'll get sunflowers in and then we'll make it into oil, should I say. Yes, we're going to use a BI Industries version. Oh, look at that, the horrible textures. Yeah, it goes high res then low res. Yeah, you can see they're ready from here. Right, forage mixture and the beautiful Volvo, but neither of which we can afford or want. So yes. Right, I think that looks like it's ready to me. Indeed, it is. Fantastic needs lime. Yeah, well, we will lime it. I like the fence. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't see that we'd got that. So, yeah, I've got to be honest. I prefer fields on the sorry fields. These on the edge of scattered around, because what I would do is I'd have my grass equipment in here. So I prefer little conclaves, which actually a lot of farmers do. It's especially if they're away from the beach road. I mean, we're right next to the road, but we've got plenty of places we could tie or chain our equipment to. And besides, actually, this is a good area. So yes, the other one we'll use for our main equipment, and I will, now we've got places, start to put stuff away, because that's the only thing we're going to start from scratch. When you're stuck on the edge of fields for too long, you start to just get used to that, and it's not really nice. Now, we don't think we've got much left down at the shop. We've got the windrower, I believe. Can't see where we are. Let's have a look. We've got, yeah, we haven't got a lot down there. We've got the big header, which we know we can use. We've got that. So we're looking for a dolly or a lorry on the cheap. Yeah, that would be nice. I know we could almost afford one, because that beautiful International is gorgeous. We've got the big header, the windrower, which I think we repaired everything. Yeah, we did. That's why we're so. And then we've got this bit of a. That's the point. Let's shift that out of the way of the shop, because it's may or may not ever be used. It might be one of those things that never comes to fruition, or we might do terribly well. Potatoes are obviously next year. I'm wanting, yeah, because potatoes are a right good earner. They really are. So we might like lease a planter or something and get that get a monstrous field of potatoes, because we've got the harvester, and yeah. Well, we are gonna. No, we've got the 60 tonner, haven't we? The lorry back. So even if we had to lease a lorry, I'm just thinking we need. I'd like to turn the farm around as quickly as possible, and so far what I have seen is that potatoes are a right good earner. They really are, and we've got the equipment to do it. But so are vegetables too, but we've only got the one field at present. So yeah, once we've done the sunflower and the oil, which I believe is selling in July, then yeah, that anyway, I'm waffling because I'm tired. Yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.